back to the Gundog. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're getting close, like, closer to the end, like probably the last quarter, just because it gave me the achievement for giving her every chocolate bar. So, we'll see. I'm just sad, no more bars to give her. We're gonna go to the mess hall to try to see what it gives me when I try to buy some more. I also didn't talk to Dr. Rosarian last time I was there. Okay, load this. Did not play last night, could not. I stayed up enough to watch Robot Spacer play the last bit of Bloom and Rage, Bloom Tape 1. I gave Nicholas his evening pill, and I could not stay awake. I kept falling asleep in my chair, and I got the cat's water bowls and stuff, and their food and all that, and litter boxes, sweep them. And I just knew if I sat back down, I was going to conk asleep in the chair and wake up like 6 a.m. So we did not. Oh, can I not talk to Dr. Isaiah? Oh yeah, he's in surgery. Cassie. Hang in there, Cassie. Can't make out much what's going on there, probably for the best. I dreamt about this game the other night. What I dreamt about was, it was kind of like the space battle, but, Hanson was really fucking pissed off at us, and it was like in a Gravitron, like, the amusement park ride, and he like shoved us out the door when it was spinning. So that's how that was. Oh, I don't fucking know. Pepero open, I'm having some Pepero tonight, and I just broke the ends of the sticks. Two of the sticks. Maybe Neptune will eat them. Whether he'll eat them, I don't know. I'll pick them up after. They rolled too far onto the table for me to get right now. I thought Dr. Rosarian had left Cassandra's medication out on the countertop. He locked them up. Back up, I might have been forced to break into the cabinets and throw Nutrishake powder all around. I don't like that the enemy thing is in that hole. I expect them to get out and then be loose on the ship. I don't like that. There were two beds. There's Hanson on one and Cassie on the other. I had to make do with being propped up in the doctor's chair. Why didn't they put us in with Cassie? I think we looked at everything. I'll try to use the door. Oh, Michael Doctor wants to just right now. Okay. I really wanted to free with Hanson and leave one to do, I imagine. I wanted to pot take a nap left when that happens. Again, lay with Cassie. Cassie, take the pill. Watch the pill still in the hand. If you lost the other, head over to the hand washing station where you fill the glass of water. During the slumber, Cassie popped 2 tablets out of the blister and laid them on the glass. Small bedside shelf next to her. It seems like something that would be a choice that's going to affect something later. I actually got her more of her medication and stuff nearby. Pausing for a moment, watch her sleep a complete piece of sharp contrast to how she's been before. You know, you've got a patrol to be getting on with, but the thought of leaving her alone like this anchors you to her bedside. Wish you could be here when she wakes up, but at least leave her something nice to wake up to. It's easy for you to imagine how miserable it must be to wake up to the harsh lights and stinging scent of disinfectant. Now she got that chocolate bar under her pillow. Gently move a few errant strands of hair from her face before squeezing her hand again and moving away. Let's save that. For those that don't know what Pepero and Lock again. Yeah. It's cookie sticks, pretty much. With like a coating, like a chocolate candy or chocolate coating. And Pepero has nuts or bits of stuff. This one has this white chocolate with almonds. Snowy Pepero. Snowy almond. Anyway, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go back to the mess hall just to see what it says if I try to buy. We are going to tell Hanson, thank you for keeping us alive with those fancy-ass maneuvers. I just went to sleep too, I had a weird angle. No, we're not using Haru's dirty-ass pocket might not notice me, but if I start stuffing chocolate under her pillow, I'm sure it'll catch on eventually. Yeah, we already did. Yeah, I don't know why we still have Cassie's access card, but... I don't remember if I tried to talk to anyone in the hangar. I think I did. Oh, I'm busy with getting an engine module removed from Hansen's Juno. I should leave him to work. Poor kid. Yeah, poor kid is right. Well, I can't see it's on but it's going to do anything. The sooner we get back to Rover, the better. Alright, so I'm watching. Hello. What's with I'm so tired too. Well, we're gonna go see D's because we want to know if they got along. You can carry out a security patrol to the cabin, and with you being up to speed with what's going on in the hangar, that met fire patrol is the next step. Yeah. The reason we're going to check on D is because he had to do some firing, and I also want to know if he's got the long range, is how that's going, and I don't really want to bother the chief yet with that. And he, you know, he was going here with this fucking 8-ball trackpad, going hard in here. I just got a small room, surprised as Dylan turns around immediately. Hey, Lieutenant, did they send you to check up on me? Holy fuck, he's mad. Why are you mad, Deez? Are you just fired up? Like, you just fired up from this? Or are you just like, because you're fire control? Or are you just mad? So standard security patrol, Deez, how's it all going? Normally, placid warrant officer rolls his eyes, theoretically slumping back into his chair, gesturing to the monitors all around him with visible frustration. Oh, you know, great. I sensed you're having some problems, Deez. I've been ordered to remain on high alert, but the issue with the long-range targeting system is even worse than before, so I can't actually do anything unless we got a target in visual range. Oh, he was doing that fucking from the cameras. He was fucking fighting that with the targeting all by visual. Which means I've got to keep looking at every one of these screens all the time and nothing else. So you can't listen to the music. I listened to a lot of music tonight. I did some writing. But not much. It is the stories from Soul Fan. I did a little bit. Chapel Roan, and it's decided it's the, you know, I'm too tired to remember tenses, but anyways, instead of what I usually do, you know, know, I think it's first person or the third person. I don't know. Too sleepy to remember that. Don't ask me to spell cabinet tonight either. Nothing else. So, you know, living the dream. These, I think you need, like, a Snickers. You want me to go get you, like, a silent voice or that, one that's not like a gnome? I do that. That's along with the long-range system. As if I know, same as before, just worse, it's how the enemy got the drop on us. We didn't even know they were out there until they were right on top of us. Yeah, and if we weren't on our way back, like, look at the trouble they would have had. Because we couldn't get a hold of anyone. Otherwise, I might have been able to get some shots in from the main guns. Might have been able to do something that against that machine at least. While the point defense cannons are any use. I swear, I almost got it so many times, but it moved faster than the cannons could. And even when I tried to lead the target, it was too erratic to figure out where it'd be. Yeah, look at how fucking Hanson did. That's why I said we really do have to thank him for that. Arrgh. With a groan, Dylan slides further into his chair and kicks off the floor, sending the chair spinning in a slow circle. As he rotates, he glances over at the monitor before returning back to you. But yeah, anyway, the long-range targeting system is almost completely useless right now. It's been fuzzy since this morning, but it's gotten way worse when that thing showed up. Yeah, because it's like, it's sending out something like, the engines use. I don't like it being on board. I expect it to fucking explode or cause, like, you know, the type of accidents we get in Star Trek. Like that one that sent Cisco out of time, and then his son, like, devoted his life to it and learning physics and gave his life to send him back home. Something like that I'm worried is going to happen. I tried to ask the chief to take a look at it, but she's still busy with the engines and everything else going on. So, like, yeah, we can't really get mad at the chief over this. And Dalton's been given direct orders by the captain to fix the frames. Like, he looks over the top of his glasses at you and shrugs. It is what it is, you know. Bill makes another rotation, this time gently pushing his hand over the targeting system controls, shifting their focus slightly as he rotates past them. So what's up with you, Lieutenant? Got pretty gnarly up there, huh? You alright? Is he using it like slang? Or is he using it like, you know, being bad? Like, is he, you know, like how chaotic it was? Or is he using it like, you know, slang? I think it's like slang. There was a joke on the server, the Space Colony Studio server, about how he like listens to the Beastie Boys. Take a moment to rub your neck. Notice it was beginning to stiffen and the pain was creeping around the edges. Hopefully whatever the doctor had given you would hold out for a few more hours. Yeah, not too bad, Deez. Thanks for asking. That's good, yeah. I can see Hanson's Juno through the cameras. Pulled some pretty sick maneuvers. You must have been really hanging on in there. Think back to how you've been thrown around the cockpit by some of Hanson's stunts. Experience of clinging on to the temporary passenger seat wasn't one you wanted to live soon. You're not wrong. Things got pretty wild out there. I'm just glad we made it back to one piece. Also, I've been, like, avoiding spoilers. It's a good thing that I'm playing on PlayStation and not Steam, so I don't have to visit the Steam page or anything. Like, I've only been to the Steam page, answered one question in discussions, and because I was checking to see the prices and add the soundtrack and art book to my wish list. But I can't afford to buy them because I have to buy the whole game, because it requires a base game to even download them. And no one got back to me when I asked if they were going to be available on, like, itch.io. You know, I don't have like $34 to spend on the game again. But yeah, and I have the spoilers channel muted. The only thing that's like slight spoilers is like sometimes some people post like mini ones, and also there was that time people were like talking about endings, and the developer had to be like, you know, take it to the spoilers channel. Luckily they had, you know, spoil text in it, so I was like avoiding it. I've done pretty good at avoiding spoilers on this game. It's also why I'm trying to finish it, because I don't, like, you know, I want to get a playthrough of it before I read anything. But yeah, so like I am avoiding a lot, and a lot of people don't have even playthroughs uploaded. I couldn't find much on YouTube because I was trying to find out if there was a way to get in the like the hangar with the access codes, or find the other crew member that it gave you in tasks. But and 2 people asked it on the server, and AB, the writer, was like, I'll DM you. So I don't know. That's why I'm also wondering, because I don't want to DM him yet until I find out, like, if I've just missed something, because it felt like a forced choice. Like, I couldn't get the keys off the captain. I looked everywhere. I felt like a forced choice that I had to open the hangar the way I did, and it just was like, you know, but thou must. So I don't know. You're not wrong, things got pretty wild out there. I'm just glad we made it back in one piece. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't do more to help you out with the Gundog's weapons, you know, just everything was way too slow. I'm not mad at you, I'm just glad we have fucking Dalton. And I keep getting you two mixed up. Smile and wave your hand steadily to dismiss Dylan's concern. Don't worry about it, Dees. You wouldn't do much against it either. I don't think there's anything on board that could have taken that thing out. Yeah, you might be right, huh? Silence hangs between the two of you, and you're about to make your excuse to leave before Dylan leans forward in a seat, looking you dead in the eyes and speaks in a hushed tone. So, like, what is that thing, Lieutenant? What happened on the O'Brien? Is it a Martian? Terran? What's the deal? Have we got it to the pilot yet? Place your hands on your hips before shifting your weight into one foot and crossing your arms instead. Whilst exhaling deeply, you break your eye contact, look around the room at the monitors, finally looking back to Dylan, who sits there staring at you expectantly. Honestly, Dees, I've got no idea. All I know is that it blew the O'Brien to pieces and then came for the Gundog, and nothing seems to have been able to scratch it. And if we didn't come right back to the Gundog, it might have fucking attacked the Gundog. Like, it was the option of fighting it, which I didn't think we had a chance to do, and, you know, what the fuck are we going to do in the armor frame all this way from anyone else? Like, we don't have enough oxygen to get back to Europa. We had to get back to the Gundog. Dylan lets out a loud sigh, making his frustrations obvious. Yeah, he's pissed. Alright, great, okay. Well, thanks anyway, man. Guess I better get back to these monitors in case another one comes looking for its friend. Sure. I'll check in on you later, Dees. That Dylan turns back to the walls of the monitor, and you watch him begin to violently prod the controls, adjusting and shifting views on some screens and altering the focus on others. This reminded me of the same prod. I remember the thing with DeviantArt and like that, you know, early 2000s thing with the aliens. Like that was like, it was like everywhere. It was like bump, like car stickers. The anal probe. Same old massive readouts and views of various points outside the ship. Dylan said the long-range target system out of action. I guess some of these displays do look fuzzier than others. with so many different controls for so many different weapons. Dylan must have really has hands full in here during the fight. But watching her switch between all those point defense systems controls was really something to watch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. We're gonna save it. I've been backing out with the save because it bugged out that night with the the lag. I'll save it here. Because I'm figuring it's getting down to ending choices here. Oh geez. Yes, Lieutenant? How come you're not listening to your music? With a loud groan, Dylan leans back in his chair and stares at the ceiling for a moment before looking back at you. I'm on high alert, and because the long-range system, that means that we're on visual range targeting only, so I don't get any early warnings or detection notices. I've got to be on lookout the entire time, so I can't put on an album or take it easy. It's killing me. Ah, I see. What's good? See, what good's it even going to do if I see another one of those things? The Gundog's weapons couldn't keep up with the one that's made itself at home right inside the ship. I mean, do we even know if it's out of mission for real? I don't think it is. You grit your teeth. You like to give Dylan some reassurance, but you're having some similar thoughts yourself. I expect either it will manage to get out of it, the occupant's going to get out of it, the foam's going to have like a problem where it's going to melt after so long, and it's going to release it, or the waves and stuff, like an engine in it, is going to fuck something up. You'd like to give Dylan some reassurance, but you were having similar thoughts yourself. Yeah. I just want the chief to fix it so I can get back to my music. I feel like if I have to sit here in silence for much longer, I'm going to go nuts. You're just stir crazy, Dylan. That's what it is. That's why you're so fucking pissed. Well, if I get a chance, I'll bring it up with her. Alright? Nice. Thanks, Lieutenant. No problem, Dees. Yeah, visit engineering. We're going elsewhere. Under private license. I wonder if anything new could add it. Yeah, I'm trying to debate going to the compost tonight or not. My little indoor, like, kitchen catcher one. I'm thinking of not, because if I don't know what I'm gonna, tomorrow I'm hoping to get some groceries. And I'm thinking maybe I might need it for prep, like if I get stuff for a salad. Because I have an offer for, buy clamshell salads, greens. So I'll need like some more space, like, you know, it's easier just to prep it and then take it out tomorrow night. So we'll see. But we're not going to engineering. I'll just check everywhere. We're doing... I'm not going to the bridge yet, but I know they want me, and they'll probably ask me, like, why didn't you check engineering? I'll just look through everything. Thing looks alright here. at a glance, everything looks okay. Thing here seems okay. We're checking everything because we're you know, I don't trust this. You tug at the locker's handle, but there's no give to indicate that the lock is engaged. Doesn't seem like an issue we've been having has affected armory security systems. Not that I'd be worried even if it had. We need the captain's authority to access the armory anyway. And the only person on the ship allowed in here. I got a full cylinder of electroshock rounds right now, which is more than enough. I don't need anything else. Yeah, because we never used it yet. On this timeline, the risks of an enemy pop verging from that machine are near zero, so definitely not worth me spending my time wandering around in one of these. I don't believe that. I'll talk to no one. There's no one here right now. I'm gonna look at things. I should check on the chief's part of my patrol plan how things are going with the engines. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. Because I expect it's going to be a next story beat and then something's going to happen. Currently just me who have access to armory, so no real need to check it there. Because I don't think the game, now that we've got fucking time choices, I don't think the game's going to be hand-holdy with the, you know, are you sure you want to go on to the next part? Or the airlock. No issues here. After we brought the gun dog back online, the whole crew had been reminded about the locations of emergency space suits throughout the ship. The attack from the machine was so sudden, though, that there was not a chance for anyone to put one on. If the attack had been successful, it probably wouldn't have made much difference to crew survival if they'd been wearing one or not. I had enough views into space from this room to last me a lifetime. The only time I ever want to see this door open is when we're docked. Yeah. This looks like it's normal working order. Renby! Enough views in space from this room last night. I want to say docked. The normal working order. Because I don't know when it, on the holocron. That's why I said I check everything again when I get that, because I don't know when it kicks in. Because, like, it's supposed to autosave when you change rooms. But I'm getting it, like, when I'm checking stuff or looking at stuff. So I want to make sure, you know. We're going to use the terminal. We're going to look at the stars. So. For my sake, out of, you know, love for Cassie. See any imminent threats hurtling towards us? I still expect there to be like an Easter egg here. Nothing that I can see. Could be like a trophy. Looks like it's working fine. I guess there haven't been any issues with the central computer system before we went to the O'Brien. No time for reading right now. I really hope things will be calm enough between now and getting the rope for me to get a little rest. Yeah. I think we need, non-pickle hamburgers. And, you know, rest. And smooches. Is your crew bunk? I never looked so inviting. No, maybe the one in Cassie's quarters, but that's usually got something mine hasn't. Maybe when this day is over, I get some sleep, then change into a fresh uniform. The way things have gone, it feels like it's going to last forever. Change to a fresh uniform right now. So I was trying to look up here. Quarters, light switch, should I use it? Yeah. You know what? I've had enough time being in the dark for one day. Yeah, I was wondering if they would still say that. She would say that. So just cycle through the various systems on your terminal. Sure everything's working as normal as far as you can tell. It is. What about Snake, though? That is until you enter your credentials to check your electronic mail. Jeez, what's going on? Oh, long-range communications are off, so that's probably why. Try selecting various functions, but nothing responds. In a panic, you smash the keyboard. You mash the keyboard, but nothing works. As unexpectedly at the start, the noise ends. What was that all about? Make a few experimental choices and everything seems to be working as normal again. Well, I guess that was something to ask the chief about. Been added to my task. No. Still sick by getting his arm sorted out. I count myself lucky that I came away pretty much unharmed, despite being in a passenger seat. Well, I got a hand of Dalton. That foam stuff he made is pretty incredible. I know it's not what he created for, but saved our lives out there. This whole thing's got Dylan pretty stressed out. Must be tough to do nothing but sit in silence watching those screens. Okay, I need some Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess. I'm feeling that if I don't give Hanson my thanks, then Harrow's going to be on my case. Oh, we're gonna thank him because that's the only reason we're here. Dr. Rosarium's dealing with Hanson right now, thanks to seeing his medical skills are much better than his bedside manner. I think something could be so unhelpful in life situations. Twice in one day, but then you probably haven't met Vanessa Lord. That's a good, that's... Cassie. I'll check on her again soon. I hope the doctor figures out what's wrong. Normally so bubbly and lively, I hate seeing her like this. Captain told the chief to restart the engine, but that's what she was doing before we left for the O'Brien. How are they still offline? After you input the passcode to Cassie's quarters in the terminal inside her quarters, the door slides open smoothly and you step inside. No, that Cassie's still sick, babe. It feels comforting to be in her quarters. The faint aroma of her perfume hangs in the air, and as you look over the possessions she's left scattered around, the memories that you had attached to them come flooding back. I didn't think they wore anything because, you know, it's a sterile air environment. Across the terminal knows underneath everything, it's active. Clear Katz has not been charged from the sync base, so she shouldn't have come across. Shouldn't come here to access the terminal. Besides, no one else inside the captain may have access to her quarters. Once you're back in Europa, I think Katz definitely deserved a trip to that water park she mentioned. Oh yeah. must be my imagination, but the room seems a little bit messier than the last time I was here. Yeah, I don't remember the extra clothes. But Cassie's still in the sick bay. Maybe it was a shock from that thing's attack on the Gundog, knocking things loose. Yeah, we already told her about stowage of loose items. If she's sick bay much longer, bed there is just going to end up looking like this. There's not a lot for me to be doing it here. Investing as Cassie's room is, I should be able to spot if there was anything unusual going on. I should check out the rest of the ship. I should take a closer look to see that both the emails and personal logs are open. Why would these be open? With a few commands and inputs on the keyboard, he closed down the active sessions and shut the terminal down. Yeah. Once we're back to Roper, I think Cassie definitely did the trick for that water park she mentioned. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't on when we were, here before. When we checked in here before we went to the O'Brien. Could lose an entire day tidying up this room. I'm still not going to start. So I'm not going to start now. Yeah, I have a feeling that if they lived together, it'd be MC cleaning up the room most of the time. As if I got time for break right now. But time in this bed, I want Cassie to be in it too. Yeah. Like, I remember the fishnet tights, but I don't remember like the skirts. There's no one here right now. You approach the captain's door with a sense of trepidation. You haven't finished your patrol, but for some reason you find yourself drawn to reporters. You aren't entirely sure why you've come here. Maybe despite everything you know about the captain, you're looking for a figure of authority to reassure you about the Gundog's situation. Though you've had your doubts, Captain's laconic ways and swift decisions give you the impression that there's more capability to her than she's letting on. Maybe you've come here to talk to the captain to reassure yourself that that's the case. Maybe that's what you can resist the chance to bring up the contents of the report that you need in her quarters. Read in her quarters. Consider your intention to reach out and knock briskly on the door. Wait a few seconds and eventually hear the muffled voice of the captain then. I didn't think she was still here. Enter. Press the button, terminal door next to the door, and it slides open, allowing you to step inside. You enter, take a deep breath of air, preparation for the malodor you encountered last time you had been in the room. Fortunately, your nose and lungs, the reactivation of Gundog's life support systems being included the air scrubbers. Of course, had smelled unpleasant the last time you were here. It doesn't due to anything that's stuck around, so now the atmosphere has the same familiar sterile scent as everywhere else. Rest exhale slowly and subtly as you approach the captain. You no longer need to reserve the clean corridor air to bear the smell of the quarters. Lieutenant. Sad intentions, Captain acknowledges you, although she doesn't give you her full attention. Instead, she needs to type something onto her terminal. Take it you finish your patrol. Strikes the final key, and you hear the mechanical repetition of printer from somewhere on the far side of the desk. I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. So I'm going to, reload. Oh, it hasn't saved since then. Hasn't saved since the airlock. We've been places since the airlock. Yeah, it hasn't saved like 15 minutes. Because our other save that we made, we'll keep going and we'll go back to the airlock one, I think. remain silent. She leans beside the desk and hear the tearing of perforated paper. Maybe watches continues away a series of pages, all connected which fold at regular intervals where they have been neatly punctured with rows of small pinprick holes. Effectively concertinas the pages together and then places them in a drawer on the other side of the desk, which you recognize as the one you obtained the version of the post from. Gives her a click, she locks the door, finally turning her full attention to it. For immediate issue, Lieutenant Knight? I'll save. When was I using this one? Which was this? I know we'll just piss her off if we talk about the report. So we'll talk about what happened in Orion. But I might need the time to go over what happened before the Orion. Is there something you forgot to tell me during the earlier debriefing, Lieutenant? While it's true that he had given the captain a breakdown of events aboard the Orion as soon as you've been dismissed from the sickbay, there had been much more to the conversation than you reporting the facts. The captain tell us any countermeasures or preparations to ensure the same fate that befell O'Brien's crew would happen to the gun dog she hadn't shared it. No, ma'am. I just wondered if you had any thoughts about any protective measures we might be able to take to keep the crew safe. Lieutenant Knight, from what you told me, the O'Brien's crew, with the exception of Dr. DeBoer, had been neutralized at their posts, correct? Yes, ma'am. With that in mind, alongside the fact that we don't know what this thing is, how it operates, or the extent of its abilities, we only found fucking 3 bodies. We did not find the crew. It was, you know, the same amount of crew members as we have. Like, we didn't find, you know, Jordy from Wish.com or any of them. Also, the fact we don't know what this thing is, how it operates, or its abilities. I don't see much point trying to count any countermeasures weapons I don't even know exist. Do you, Lieutenant? You're a little shaken by the captain's apparent indifference to the threat of the machine currently sat in the hangar. But then you couldn't really argue with her logic either. Oh no, ma'am. Precisely. For now, we're stuck with whatever this craft is, and our communication system is actually no choice but to carry it on as best we can. Do you disagree with this course of action, Lieutenant? Only takes a brief moment of thinking before you realize that she's right. For the time being, you've got no way of knowing what the machine can do or any way of counteracting it. No, ma'am. Well then, unless there's anything else. Oh, we can ask for more. How many I can ask her? I'll start from the top. I know the ask her about the report probably shut everything else down. We discussed it in hangar, but what do you make of that craft? Do you think it's Terran or Martian or... I can't say anything about the machine for certain, Lieutenant. For yourself, the flight side, it appears you desire clarity, answers, and reassurances, but go unsatisfied. Now, what we know about our engagement and what you and the Chief Engineer Carthays have been able to advise, I have no additional information that might date the matter. To be frank, my main concern is not that the thing is, but where it came from or why it's here, but simply how quickly we can get it to the Europa colony and out of the hangar. Yeah, fuck that. I do not want this on the ship either. Sure, you're of the same mind as me on this, Lieutenant. Yes, ma'am. Very good. Anything else I can help with? We'll have no Europa colony. I was wondering, what do you think will happen when we get back to the Europa colony? With a long sigh, the captain leans back in the chair and steeples her fingers. Given the natures of our cargo, I imagine that the gun dog will be isolated before we reach Europa and the crew removed. From my knowledge of the JCF review process, I expect that after that there will be a lengthy debriefing which will be accompanied by a full review of the ship's logs. It's likely that will be held separately until they can be confident none of the crew can be connected to the craft or the loss of the O'Brien. So no water park right away. If they come to that conclusion, we'll still remain under supervision, but with freedom and colony until the higher-ups are happy there's no need to follow up, whereon we'll be returned to duty. If they don't decide that, well, I suppose one way or another we can look forward to an extended period of leave. Whether that's in holding cell or on Europa Colony, it's up to what's decided by the investigators. Shut out the sight of the captain's dry smile. It was an expression you rarely saw, and given the discussion, it did little to make you feel at ease. The fact that Captain had mentioned her knowledge of the review process also left you wondering if this was first-hand experience. Does that help clear things up, Lieutenant? Though it had given you an insight into what to expect, the revelation hadn't made you feel any more positive of what you could look forward to once you returned to the space. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Good. Hang on a second. Yeah. Let's bring up the report. It was 5 minutes. Last time he brought this up with Captain, he almost backed out of asking her about it due to anxiety and apprehension. He felt around for the subject. Like, we're having fresh fucking war drama. Flashbacks here from the being in the armored frame, so now's the time to bring it up, I guess. Though it had only been a few short hours, the experience you'd had on board the O'Brien and Hansen's Juno had recalibrated your attitude towards certain things, and now what had scared you before seemed almost inconsequential in comparison. Despite that, you still felt the clutch of nervousness around your throat. Take a deep breath and hold it and then as you breathe out, you begin to talk. I was hoping we'd have the opportunity to talk about the contents of that report, Captain. Lieutenant Knight, with the current circumstance in mind, do you really think this is a wise course of action? Take another deep breath in, this time to feel the anger that had quickly risen inside you. When we spoke on the bridge, you said it wasn't the time, Captain. But if not now, then when? When we get back to Europa or on our next deployment, when? Lieutenant Knight, as stated in previous discussion, the contents of that report are personal and not relevant to you. That's bullshit, Captain, and you know it. You slammed both fists down the captain's desk, fully aware that you just crossed the line, but too consumed with anger that's burning within you to care. I told you that Hansen and I were both part of the flight, and you know what happened to us. Lieutenant, your obsession with this report is... How is it an obsession? You throw your arms up in exasperation. I have a right to know. I have a right to know what happened. You don't actually. Fuck you, Captain. I do. So does Hansen. He knows too. Lieutenant, are you telling me that you've shared this information with Ensign Croix as well as... Yes, I did. We both know you're responsible. Listen to me, Lieutenant. The speed and intensity that shocks you, the captain stands up in her chair, bring your eyes level with yours. I wonder how much taller she is than the MC. There are things in life that are more important to us than our orders. Than our duty. As Captain exhales softly, tilting her head downwards, light shifts across her face, and in the corner of her eye you can see the faint hint of a sparkle. Than our honor. And when there's a choice between these things that are more important to us than anything and everything else, we know what decision we have to make. For better or worse. Of all the crew aboard the ship, you might be the only one who understands that. What are you? But I will not tolerate this level of insubordination. Take a step back. Although you've seen the captain angry on the bridge when you last brought this up, you're not experiencing the almost physical force of emotion that she now exudes. Now, will you leave my quarters immediately and I do not expect to see you until you completed your patrol. And when you return with your report, I will not tolerate any further questions along this line. Is that understood, Lieutenant? Clench your jaw, trying to weigh up your options. The bravery that had driven you earlier, fueled by anger, has subsided and given way to a much cooler pragmatism. Although you can still feel the white-hot core of your anger with your chest, you knew already gone too far, and lack of consequences was probably only due to there being no other security staff on board, and the captain's deep-rooted indifference. You grit your teeth and return to standing at attention. Yes, ma'am. Understood. Very good, Lieutenant. Dismissed. Throw an aggressive salute and turn your heels toward the roof's exit. Jab the keypad, turn left to the door, step through it as soon as you open it, letting it hiss shut behind you. Stand in the coral air of the corridor for a moment, going over what had just transpired in the captain's quarters. Still feel angry, but compared to the anger they felt after the previous confrontation, this felt different, almost confused. I might be the only one who understands. What does that... Damn it. Confusing gives way to regret as you begin to go over the conversation ahead. In the silence corridor, you begin to think the direct approach may not have been the right one to take. With a loud sigh, you run your hands back through your hair and head to the end of the corridor, going over the conversation one more time. You may not have gotten the answers you want this time either, but your captain had told you more than last time and you feel you were close. Reach out to the truth. May not get the answer out of her now, but soon. Yeah, it's a hint. Probably foreshadowing. I guess I've got a patrol to finish now. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Not saving it where I saved the last one. I'll save it where I have these, I guess. Okay. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna load. I want to check Cassie's room. I'm pretty sure, but I'm kind of gaslighting myself. Time to go out for the hour anyway. It's time to give my boy his pill. You're slowly on the guardrail and glance back at your watch, getting close to the mission start time, but you still got long enough to catch up on some last minute business. Come on, let me select my terminal. Sanders quarters. Okay, I guess do it the manual way. Let me load it. Don't let me dump it here from here. I'm pretty sure he will let me. Should be close enough. It's right before I went to it the first time. My time's gonna run out soon anyway. Check the time. How we are on time. PlayStation only allows hour-long video clips at a time. I'm just double checking. Okay, we got 6 minutes. I'm gonna stay out of this time. Let's see what it says. As tension fills the room, you shift awkwardly from one foot to the other. It wouldn't surprise you if just trying something to get one over the chief somehow, but thinking of your recent argument, you didn't want to get yourself caught up in her machinations. Sidering is silent and doing your best not to attract your further ire from Vanessa. Chief Cathay asked you how long you can dock with them to provide assistance. Chief grits her teeth and answers hesitantly. You won't be able to, Captain. Engines are still offline. Force shut down engaged safety mechanism which ended the reactor reaction, because I've been helping. As the sharp tuts cut off, the chief would fall silent for a second before turning on. I haven't had the opportunity to restart them yet. It's a 6-hour process. Captain lets out a sigh, aspirates sigh. She hears the information, making no effort to conceal her frustration. Always thought of her distant and disinterested. But, much about something working out her way through a hangover. Well, let me skip through this, so I see. She stands for a moment, keeping her eyes closed and pinching the bridge of her nose with thumb and forefinger. Suddenly, her eyes open. She stands completely upright. Assuming the posture, you're surprised to see from her that manages to communicate air of not just authority but capability. We're carrying a mission as follows. Okay. And we know we're going to encounter not gonna even, you know, like humor Vanessa. Yeah. Like 2 minutes. Yeah. 1 second. Hey, Cassie, it's me. I decide to look around and see Cassie is nowhere to be found. I guess she's still in the sick bay. I idle for a moment, picking up a few Cassie's things and doing some tidying up before you looking at your watch. At the same time, you realize it's not long until you're due to launch. You should really get going. No. Okay, Miss Farr. Cosmetics, personal hygiene, it's kind of a personal terminal. By the time I clear this, so I get anything done, I have time for mission anyway. Yeah, I guess it doesn't say. But things, yeah, the scripts were there before, I guess. Anyway. Yeah. Why did we get this is because we, punched the terminal and kind of scored as well. Definitely never forget anniversary again after Spurious Day. So I don't know if we call it again. It's because we didn't go visit Cassie in sick bay. It's like because we're just skipping around. Anyway, that's enough for now. That's my hour. I want to give my boy his pill. I already did the litter boxes. Just gotta do the water bowl. I wash them out every night. Give them fresh water. Sometimes more than, you know, if I see the ones down, I wash it out earlier and then do it again before bed. Always make sure they have fresh water. And I want to wash out their food bowl too. So yeah, ciao.